Hey, what's poppin'? JinBop here. Currently today with Will You Press the Button? I've played this a couple times before, but I want to go ahead and revisit it because, well, that noise just felt like it was kind of fun to trade my life for power, even though I never really pressed the button too often in my other videos. Anyways, this one is you get to play a totally awesome game with your friends, but it causes the apocalypse and almost everyone you love dies. Man, that's gotta be one fucking awesome game then. You mean like Fire Emblem? I love Fire Emblem. I'd say Fire Emblem's worth an apocalypse. Come on, come on. 30% of people press the button. 70% of people out there aren't true gamers or actually have loved ones. Man, I'm telling you, these interpersonal relationships, all they do is weigh you down from achieving greatness. All right, I get to become a famous internet meme, but I'm Bad Luck Brian. Is it bad that I don't know what that meme is? Of course, the internet does know what that meme is, probably ad nauseum, and now I'm going to get hundreds upon hundreds of comments down below telling me what a bullshit screw up I am and who Bad Luck Brian is and why I should know him. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Because you see, the difference between a YouTuber and a meme is a meme you laugh at. A YouTuber you laugh at. Alright, moving on. You get to eat a spoonful of Nutella, but you have to live with the fact that you just ate a friggin' spoonful of Nutella. I never actually ate Nutella. There's somebody out there right now that are freaking out and flipping shit. Okay, yes, I understand what Nutella is. Conceptually, it's like chocolate mixed with like hazelnuts or something, right? Which, I guess that sounds good, but that's just basically like eating a spoon of peanut butter, which, you know, I did that in my childhood too. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. This is a good way of fucking introducing myself to the world of Nutella. Alright, I can have all the knowledge in the world, but I lose all of my childhood memory. Well, see, that's confusing, because where does my childhood end and my adulthood begin? I'm 23 and I still feel like I'm a child. I don't know how else to phrase it. Do I lose all my memory up to the point where I'm 13, 16? Because 13 you become a teenager technically, but you don't really feel like a teenager until you're like 16. Actually, now that I think about it, what was even important or worthwhile during my life in those times? My life didn't really have anything in it until I was like 17. And even then it was just video games. No, I would forget all the awesome childhood games I played, like Chrono Trigger, Super Mario 64, and all that stuff. Fuck that shit. Well, actually, that might not be too bad, because that means I get to re-experience all of the games that I used to play. Like, I get to play Chrono Trigger again for the first time. It also means I would forget Fire Emblem too. Yeah, no, fuck it. All right, this one is everyone will like you, but not over the internet. Wait a minute, my entire job takes place over the internet. I'm sure you guys understand. This guy, nobody likes me on the internet anyway. Bro, I know how you feel. We're gonna be brothers in suffering. All right, next one is make the crickets shut up all around the world, but dogs never stop howling. I don't know, the crickets are actually sort of relaxing in other parts of the world. Because, okay, I live in the Pacific Northwest, so it's really fucking cold here at nighttime, and we don't get any crickets. I do, however, have several neighbors with several dogs, and I would not want to deal with that during the night, because they don't howl as it is. I'm already able to sleep, so I'm gonna go and say no. All right, this next one is to become a world-renowned artist, and your paintings will be passed on for generations to come, but you're slightly crazy and chop off your own ear. Which, interesting fact, I'm not sure if this is entirely true, but supposedly Van Gogh, or Van Gogh, depending on what part of the world you're from, the reason he chopped his ear off was because he got into a fight with a friend, like a physical fight with a friend, and he had like a blade, and he accidentally sliced his own ear off, and then he showed it to a prostitute. Yeah, dude was a little mentally unstable. Is that worth it? I'm gonna say no, because at the same time, Van Gogh, or Van Gogh, was not actually appreciated for his work or known for his work until after he already died. What's the point of being famous and cool if you're not alive to enjoy all the benefits? And you're fucking insane. We're gonna go ahead and say no. Meanwhile, this guy just says, I kinda wanna be mentioned in a Doctor Who episode. Anyways, this next one is you'll be able to walk through walls, but your clothes don't go with you. Well, my bedroom is just in the next room over, and I don't think this would be useful at any other time in my life. I mean, if I was at home, I wouldn't really care, but I have everything sort of like within reach of me, so I'm gonna go and say no. Oh God, this guy down here says, You never have to take a shower ever again, because I think it means when you go through something, only you go through it, which means all the dirt and dead skin flakes would be stuck on the wall. Ah! God, imagine what your spring cleaning would be like then. You just have an outline of grime, dirt, and disgusting skin stuff of you on the wall. All right, this next one is, you will not see any advertisements on the internet, but when you in the street, advertised banners will try to hit you. Not the greatest English on that one, but that's fine. Meanwhile, we got some advertisements here and here. Not complaining or anything, not complaining, because those of you who aren't too familiar with how YouTube works, you know those advertisements you guys see playing at the beginning of my video? Those are actually important to us YouTubers. If it weren't for ads, I would not be able to do what I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and say no. All right, this next one is, you'll be able to read minds, but they will know if you are reading their mind. Worth it. I'm going to use this only within the context of a relationship, because women expect me to be mind readers. It's like every time I try to date someone, they all like expect me to know what's on their mind or if something's bugging them. If I ask them, is something wrong? All they say is no, and there's clearly something wrong. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Maybe I'm just socially inept. I don't know, but I feel like this would help curb some of that. At least this way I can pick up on what people expect from me. I'm just stupid, okay? All right, this next one is, J.K. Rowling will write another great book, the Harry Potter series, but then she is forced to work with Stephanie Meyer, the author of Twilight, I think, right? And be forced to read all disgusting fan fiction. Oh, I mean, there's already a lot of that out there. I'm gonna say no. I don't really read that much anyways. I like how it's 50-50. Some people are either really into fan fictions or they're really against fan fictions. All right, this next one's, you marry the person of your dreams. You're together for as long as you'd like, but they don't like you. Aw, a loveless marriage? I can't think of anything worse than that. Besides, Cordelia and I are already married in my Fire Emblem Awakening file. My life is sad. We'll give you a Google Glass, but you lose your boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm totally happy. I am single, and I would gladly trade the significant other I do not have for Google Glasses. I probably wouldn't use it too much, but hey, free shit's free shit, right? You make $1 million a year, but you have to sit in an empty room completely naked 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. Well, I already spend a decent amount of time working on my YouTube, and okay, so I don't wear pants sometimes when I'm recording. Why you gotta make a big deal about it? I feel free. My freedom's more important, guys. But okay, I still like to wear some clothes when I record. I don't want to be completely naked because my trademark purple jacket is important to me. So I'm going to go ahead and say no. I also would feel really awkward making videos completely naked. No, I'm not making videos completely naked. Don't even suggest it. Everyone who's poor in the world will become wealthy, but everyone who is wealthy will become poor. Well, you know, for the greater good, I guess, because there are more poor people in the world than there are wealthy people. And my family's pretty middle class, so I'm sort of caught in the middle. I don't think it really affects anyone I know too much, and I don't really care about anyone else. So I'm gonna go ahead and just press the button. All right, this next one is, you can have anything you want in the world, but you have no emotion, any ambition, and motivation in you. You can never get them back. No, that is worse than dying. I don't know about you guys, but passion is what drives me. It's what motivates me and keeps me going as a person and a human being. All the things that I do, my hobbies and my passions, like that's why I exist as a person. That's why I love doing YouTube. I love YouTube, and if I got YouTube taken away from me, or gaming taken away from me, or any of these things that I spend my life pouring my soul into, that's gotta be horrible. Imagine if there's something in your life, like, any of you, okay, real talk out there for a second. Any of you guys out there, there's got to be something that you're passionate about. I don't care what it is. Even if you just moderately like it, this is something that you spend time focusing your attention on. Passion gives life meaning. If there's something you like, no matter how insignificant it is, if it gives you purpose and drive, that's what makes you happy in the end. I'm a happy person because I have a lot of things that I really care about, and I spend a lot of my time doing it. So, no, you're not taking that away from me. All right, the last one is utopia. Science leaps forward. Everyone is comfortable without having to work hard, and outdated or inapplicable moral and legal restrictions cease to exist. But no one can ever be religious or form long-term relationships anymore, and the world's government anthem is a Nickelback song. All right, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't actually hate Nickelback too much. I've only heard a couple of their songs, but the ones that I've heard aren't too bad. I feel like everyone just sort of hates on Nickelback because it's sort of a thing to do on the internet. As for the rest of this, I feel like there's a lot of gray areas here because what constitutes as inapplicable or outdated morality is really subjective. Something that was inherently wrong 50 years ago might be right today, and vice versa. Things that were totally acceptable 50 years ago might be wrong today. Also, I sort of want a long-term relationship. That's sort of important to me. I would like to ideally have a girlfriend and a wife at some point in my life, no matter how unlikely that is. Man, this word right here bothers me. I'm not particularly religious and I don't really care too much about religion one way or another, but I know just from the internet being the internet, just because this word popped up in my video, there's probably gonna be like at least a couple dozen comments arguing about religion. Why can't anyone talk about religion on the internet and just get along? Like, no one fucking cares what you believe. You believe what you believe. And I believe that this utopia is not worth it, so I'm gonna say no. Honestly, what kills it for me is not being able to form a long-term relationship. You and me both, Bradley. It's just that, you know, girls are kind of nice, and I would ideally like to be married to one in the future. All right, anyways, you guys, that was when you press the button. You guys like this video, like this commentary, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Hell yeah, press your own button, why don't you? Will you press that subscribe button? I really hope you guys do, but until the next video, guys, thanks again so much for watching. Goodbye.